Tracy McGilfresh, Tracy Sews, Dayton, Ohio. I usually do sewing tips in and around a minute, although there's so many great tutorials out there now, and I've been doing sewing tips in and around a minute for about 9 years. So I thought I would change it up and start doing fit tips. As I've been studying fit for about 24 years now, I think that that would be more beneficial. A lot of my audience are also alteration specialists, so perhaps this could help and help serve you all a little better. So I figured I would go ahead and show a dress that I made and talk about what was wrong with it. And then the very end of the video, stay there, because you'll see the original before I altered it. So here we go. I made this as a wearable muslin. It was one of my own patterns, and it was the first run. So big issues across the board. I wound up making the dress a second and a third time, and the third time it came out perfect. Go figure, right? Practice makes perfect. And then I revisited it. I was like, well, you know, I could probably wear this wearable muslin if I figured out what was wrong with it. So I went ahead and put it on Sunday, and I was wearing it around the house, and I didn't have it all the way zipped up. And I noticed a few changes. Without it all the way zipped up, the waist hung a little tiny bit lower, and we're talking maybe an inch. So that was one thing. So I thought, how about if I take the casing off the inside and dropped it down just 1 inch where it meets my waist. And my waist is actually, when I bend to the side, where that crease is right there. So it hits my waist in the right area. Now here's the thing, here's the big thing. Clothing looks great when you want to take that picture and you just hold it and you're standing still, or on a mannequin it can look great. But if proportions are not in the right place, when you move your body, when you sit down, you're larger than when you stand up, and when you move your body and walk, things will ride up and move to places if they're too tight and they don't have enough ease, or the proportions are in the wrong places. So for this garment, my #1 problem was the waistband was too high, and when I moved around, from the front it looked fine, from the back is where the problems were. All of this bunched up and billowed out, and it looked like this. And that's pretty sloppy. So I went in, moved the elastic down. It seemed taunting, but it was about a 10-minute rip out, put back in. And then I went ahead and cut the back off and lowered that to give myself more range of motion to move, to keep this from creeping up. So now you know what that fit issue looks like. If you're short or if you're tall, that waistline needs to hit where you bend to the side and crease in, or it can tend to ride up or ride down, or too tight or too loose. So I hope these little things help you. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you have any other tips or advice, I would love to hear it. Tracy McGilfresh, and I'll show you that picture now. Have a great day. Bye.